says smoking is bad for you? I'm a smoker and I find it healthy and delicious. Hi, I'm Matt Singmaster and I'm going to teach you how to smoke meat and also a little background on the process. Smoked meat is juicier, tastier, more flavorful, and well worth the effort. Smoking is another way you can experiment with different flavors, making recipes truly yours, a hallmark for a good smoker. The main point of smoking meat is to slow cook it with smoke, keeping it at a low temperature for a long period, enhancing flavor and retaining moisture in the meat. Today, I will talk about the types of smokers and smoking methods, how you get smoke and types of wood to use, and why you should smoke and how to prepare the meat. First, the types of smokers. There are vertical water smokers. These are charcoal or electric. These work well, but it is very important that they have a good heat regulation system. Second, there's electric smokers, which I will use today in the demonstration. These are temperature controlled units, very easy to cook with, and require less attention while smoking. Third are wood burning smokers. These allow large quantities of meat to be smoked. If they have a good, well-insulated firebox, the temperature will remain steady. Now, two types of smoking methods. First, cold smoking, which is slow, smoldering smoke that seldom reaches 90 degrees, and the meat is never cooked during this process because smoke never gets hot enough. This is the kind of smoke used for hams and bacon. These meats can be cured, wrapped, and stored for periods of time before eaten. Second is hot smoking. This is nothing more than cooking with hot smoke. If it's cooked, it must be consumed, canned, or frozen immediately. Now let's talk about how you get smoke and what types of wood you can use. You must soak your wood chips or chunks for at least an hour in water before smoking. Wet wood smolders and smokes for hours, where fresh, dry woods will burn in 20 minutes. You get smoke by letting your wood smolder at 225 to 250 degrees. If using chips, place them in a foil pouch and poke holes in the packet and they will smoke for a longer period. Now, some different types of wood you can use. You can use hardwoods such as oak, apple, cherry, mesquite, pecan, and hickory. And today we will use mesquite. You can add citrus peels and dried herbs to enhance the flavor of the smoke. Those are just some starter tips. Now let's get down to business. Now, why should you smoke your own meat? You can buy your meat fresh for less than prepackaged smoked meat, which doesn't always come in the variety that you prefer. You can flavor the meat the way you want. You can experiment and come up with many different delicious ways to flavor the meat, with liquids such as citrus juices, vinegars, pickling juices, rubs, dried herbs, and again, the best thing about smoking is you can experiment. Now let's prepare to smoke the meat. So the night before, you should brine the meat. This is a solution that the meat soaks in, so it absorbs the flavor and remains moist during smoking. First, choose your meat: chicken, fish, pork, or beef. We're going to use fish and chicken for this demonstration. First, you want to wash your meat, which this has been washed. You want to pat it dry, get all that excess moisture off. Prepare your brine solution, a mix of salt, sugar, and flavorings: 1/4 cup salt, 1/4 cup sugar, flavorings, and 4 cups water. Together in the water, you want to mix your salt, your sugar, and your flavorings. Now you want to put your meat in the glass bowl, and now you want to cover your meat with the solution. And make sure the meat is completely submerged in the solution. Now that's your brine solution. Now you want to cover this and put it in the refrigerator so it can brine for 8 to 24 hours. We'll put that in the refrigerator to let it brine. Now to speed up the process, I already have brined meat. Now we want to get the smoker ready. So you want to turn on your smoker to about 225 to 250 degrees, and you want to get your wood chips and soak them in water for about an hour. You want to remove your meat from the refrigerator, wash off the brine solution, and allow it to air dry for about an hour. And you want all these ready to go into the smoker at once. So when your smoker reaches a proper temperature, you want to take the lid off, add a little water, add about a gallon of water to your water pan. You want to add your wood chips. You want to place your meat on the rack. You'll cover the meat with the lid and make sure your vents are open to allow good airflow and the smoke to properly move around the meat and cook it. Do not peek the meat. This lets out the heat and the smoke. So you want to allow this to cook for a little over 2 hours or until the internal temperature reaches 160 degrees. And a general rule is 1 hour for every 1 pound of meat, but always check the temperature. As the time passes, this is a good time to enjoy your favorite beverage. Now you'll open the lid and check the temperature with the meat thermometer. When the temperature's right, you can remove the meat and let it stand at room temperature. Now you can enjoy your meat, eat it plain, or pair it with crackers, bread, cream cheese, or other dipping sauces. So now you know the basics of smoking meat. Smoked meat is juicier, tastier, and is well worth the effort. So I hope you learned the types of smokers and smoking methods there are, how you get smoke and what types of wood you can use, and why you should smoke your own meat, and how to get prepared for the smoking process. So in closing, I'll leave you with an old Chinese proverb with a twist. If you give a person smoked meat, they'll eat well for a day. Teach a person to smoke meat in their own smoker, and they'll eat well for a lifetime. Hope you've enjoyed this demonstration, and thank you.